Right. Oh, hello guys and gals. Welcome back to another video with me, Anthony Kenneth Bishop. This is my channel. Now, I have been tinkering around a little bit with the settings in 4K. I'm recording, well, I'm not recording in 4K, I'm recording in 1080p so I can upload these later on in 1080p. But I've put it in, actually what I've got here, it says 270 odd frames, but that's just because it's the menu and it don't really take any pixels up at all. So if I go to the visuals, I want to show you the settings I've got. I've been tinkering around with it to try and get 4K to work and get a rough 60 FPS. Now, I say rough 60 FPS because it's still damn hard level. I've put all these. This is my optimal settings that I've put on to try and get near to. I've taken the anti-aliasing off on both because with 4K, when you're recording 4K, you don't really see much of the smudging on it. The actual, like, the edges and all that is pretty clear. I mean, unless you're going right up, full up to the screen, you won't see it on the 4K screen. It looks fucking fabulous, really fabulous. I've got my V-Sync off because I'm showing you the frame rates. Anti-stropics ×2. I would put it on to 8, but then it takes away some of the performance of this graphics card. This is the GTX 1070. I'm messing around with it. It's a newish one, new card. It's way better than the 980 that I had in my PC before. And I got the resolution at 3840 by 2160, 59 Hz. That's around roughed off around about 60 FPS. I've got the SMAA, which is, I think that's another sort of anti-aliasing, and then you've got the FXAA, which is another sort of anti-aliasing. Environment maps, all on high. All of them are on high. So if you want to get the optimal 60 FPS in this game, in Project Cars, which I'm playing Project Cars. This is the best way to get the decent amount, or get up to 60 FPS. It drops down to around about 50 and then goes back up to about 60, then goes up to around about 70, so it depends whereabouts you are on the track. It goes up and down, but I must say, if you want an optimal 60 FPS, or 30 actually, just lock it in 30, you should be fine. But yeah, this graphics card is going to be way better than the PlayStation 4 Pro, and this card's going to be way better than the, because I think this one's got 6.5 teraflops on it. The Xbox new one, it's coming out next year, is going to have 6 teraflops. This has got 6.5, so it's got an extra 5 on the top. Not of teraflops, but you know what I mean. The extra 500 plus. And I've got my opponents on 31, but we'll put 35 on because I can't go up anymore. Weather condition, I've got it on real weather because it's decent enough. But if you've got this, if you've got the weather system on a fixed one, so say if it's clear, it'll be fine. If it's on like rain, light rain or rain, if you've got it on rain or thunderstorm or storm, you're going to get less frames in this. This is 4K, don't forget, so I'm playing around in 4K resolution here. So I'm actually trying to work with what I've got for a graphics card. Now if you want an optimal settings, this is probably the best settings I can give you guys and girls. I'm using the i7 as well. It might be alright still with an i5 if you've got an i5. But i7 6800, I think it was 6700. I have an i7 6700, which is, I think it's 3.4 gigahertz. It's got 8 cores on it, 4 physical cores, and the rest are like just non-physical. Alright, let's go. Well, we're going to go to the long map. Actually, we'll go to should we go to a long map? Yeah, we'll go to the California one. Actually, no, because we did the California one earlier. We'll go for... That was on my other one for the benchmarks, but I did a benchmark for 1080p. Let's go to Dubai, what's that, Autodrome International. I'm using the Audi LMP for the cars. I think this is pretty cool actually. So we're going to get that. That is 2.68 miles. Location United Arab Emirates in Dubai. And I mean, to be honest, I'm working with a certain settings. I'm working with my Philips 4K TV as well, so I want to push as many pictures.
Keep an eye on the lights, watch out for wheel spin, and let's nail this start.
On here it says 56.
Green, 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 go, go, go!
Hopefully it doesn't drop any more pictures on that, but as you can see, it's clear as day. I'm recording 1080p, but I'm actually outputting the 4K resolution of the game, so it's not going to be exactly the same. But I suppose if you've got a video upscaler, you should be able to see everything in 4K, but I don't know if it works that way. I'm not like a technology person. This is what I am doing. I've been using this for like the last couple of days. My new graphics card, plenty of i7 system with Asus 16GB of VRAM. Yeah, I'm happy as Larry. This is probably the best setup. I'm actually shit at the game, but yeah, I'm playing with it. Just to show you what there it is. I've noticed as well, if you press too hard on the accelerator, the car goes all over the place. But if you press it down to a little bit, it starts slowing it down. Recover a little bit. Doing 2.6 instead of like 12 miles because they've got a 12 mile one on there and I didn't want to take too long with it. There we go. I wanted it to be short. As you can see, for this game itself, or for the actual optimal settings, this is actually pretty decent enough to the point where it's actually stable enough. You don't want it so it's like the frames are dropping too low. In games, especially on PC, you want at least 60 FPS or just over, so in a way two of these graphics cards would probably do 120, 144 Hz without a shadow of a doubt. Especially with my settings here, that I wouldn't see why not. But yeah, it seems good enough. And actually I'll show you the settings one more time so you guys and girls can get a feel for it. My settings might be different to yours, or your graphics card might be the same sort of like same 1070, but it might be like a different make, but they should be all around the same, I believe. Absolutely the same. Oh shit, my tube is going to clean. There we go. Right, but this is absolutely fantastic card. It's more powerful than I've actually ever had, like this on the graphics card. It does the job, so what more can you really ask for in the next generation of architecture in a graphics card than Pascal? Pascal's probably one of the best architectures they had so far they've ever made, and this is actually one of the lowest ends graphics cards. I wouldn't say lowest end, because the lowest end I think goes at the 1060, but it's still, the 1060 could probably play on a medium to high settings with this game, and you still should get roughly around about the same pixels, I would guess. But actually the 1060 is the equivalent to the GTX 980, I believe, yeah, to the 980. So, I mean, if you think about it, that 980 has lasted me a while until this new graphics card came out. And this actually 1070 graphics card actually is higher, I think, specs than the GTX Titan. So it actually outperforms the Titan. It outperforms the 980 Ti and the GTX 980. And I'm going to be doing some videos in the next few days. Keep a lookout for like the Grand Theft Auto 5 as well, because I'll be uploading some gameplays of that as well. Anyway, cheers all for watching, guys and girls. If you like the video, do subscribe to the channel, do like the channel, favourite, share and support the channel, and cheers all for watching, and catch you all later.